Hey guys, what's up? My name's Alicia if you're new here. In today's video, I am doing a first impressions tutorial on the Pat McGrath. This is the Moonlit Seduction palette. This is her newest palette to her lineup. I am a big fan of her Mothership palettes. I only have one. I want the Bronzed Seduction so bad. That's going to be the next one that I pick up. But I just think they are so stunning. I think the shades in here, there are special shades in this format of her palettes that she doesn't really offer in some of her larger variations. Yeah, right time I saw this released, I knew it was one that I had to have, and I couldn't wait to get this video up for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right guys, so we are going to go ahead and get started. As you can tell, I'm starting off with a bare face. I did go ahead and prep my eyelids with my MAC Painterly paint pot, and now we can get into this gorgeous palette. Now, usually I am not one to buy Pat McGrath palettes full price. Her palettes are so pricey whenever it comes to this format. This palette was $128, but when I saw the color story on this palette, I had to have it. I did it in like the 4 installment payments using Shop Pay. But a thing that I will say about Pat McGrath is if you're ever purchasing from her, I would always do it like on her website. A lot of the time she'll do like 20% off of her website, 30% off, things like that. Of course, like I said, I got this full price. But I did get a free gift. I got this little lip duo here. And normally I think this sells for like $25, $30. So I do like ordering from her website for that reason. She runs a lot of discounts on her full site. And then she also does a lot of free gifts. Whereas at Sephora, you're not really going to get that. You know, you might get some samples, but you're not going to get like a full size gift. But let's go ahead and get into this. As you can see, the packaging is just 10 out of 10. I love the artwork on her packaging. Her palette packaging is one of the only ones that I keep, and it's just, I can't throw it away. I really can't. And when you open her up, here is the palette inside. Of course, if you're familiar with Pat McGrath palettes, it is a very weighty palette. This is a very luxurious palette. This I think is more for like collectors or pretty much just like collectors. You definitely don't need to spend $128 to have a phenomenal eyeshadow palette, but if you are looking for something to treat yourself or a really nice gift for someone else, this makes such a good gift. It's got like the gloss type of packaging. Mine's a little bit dusty for some reason. It's got like the gold back. You open it up, and of course it has got that beveled mirror, which is just a super nice touch. And then this is the colors in this palette here. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, every one of those colors are like everyday colors for me. And if I'm gonna spend that type of money on an eyeshadow palette, I want it to be every single pan in that palette I'm going to use. I'm going to love every single shade. Every shade will be useful to me. And that is what this palette was for me. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some swatches. All right, guys, there is nothing on my hand at all. Oh my gosh, look at that. I think we're going to have to use this one. This is like a duochrome type shade. I also love this taupey shade there. Absolutely gorgeous. This palette is very shimmer heavy. There are 3 mattes out of 8 shades. There are 3 mattes out of 10 shades. Oh, that's gorgeous as well. All right, guys, so here is the color story here. You've got some warmer tones. You have some cool tones. I absolutely love this palette, and I knew that I had to have it right time I saw it release. Let's go ahead and get started with this eye look. So I had originally planned on doing a very like bronzed type of a look today, but when I saw this swatch, I was just like, no, gotta use that one. So that's what we're gonna do. I am going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here into the crease. And I'm just gonna use my Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is number 26. I have been such a fan of her brushes. They are so nice. All right, and I'm gonna pull you guys in a little bit so you can get a closer look at what we're doing here. Okay, that's much better. And as usual, guys, I'm just gonna do one eye on camera. I will do the other off of camera just for the sake of time. But I really just wanted to show you guys these swatches because, I mean, look at how dimensional these shades are. They're absolutely stunning. Like, I don't even think the camera is picking them up and doing them enough justice. All right, so I have this on the crease, right? Now I'm gonna go in with a little flat brush, and I kind of want to build this up on the outer corners as well. And these shades are so easy to work with, which they definitely should be for the price, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I just had to have it right time it came out. But I would definitely wait and go for one of the sales on her website. Like, she just had one for Labor Day. I'm sure she'll have one for Black Friday. She always does. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is one of her special shades. I mean, look at that shine. It's freaking crazy how she gets these shadows to perform like this. I'm telling you, you can definitely get cheaper eyeshadow palettes, but if you have never experienced one of Pat McGrath's palettes, you're really missing out because there is something special to them. She does have, I hope she comes out with another holiday palette this year. I have 2 videos with those on my channel, so you can just search you know, Alicia Corrigan, Pat McGrath, and it should pop up. But yeah, I mean, her palettes at Christmas are, there's more shades and it's a lower price tag, but you're not going to have shades necessarily like these, like this whole quad in them. It'll be more shades like this, if that makes sense. So but I always get them. I think it's such a good deal, especially for Pat McGrath. So if you are looking to try out Pat, that would be my recommendations. Wait for a sale on the website, or look out for that holiday palette because I'm sure she will release one. She's done it 2 years in a row now. So fingers crossed we get another one. All right, now I'm going to go in with a tiny little crease brush. This again is from Laura Lee. This is brush number 28. And I'm going to go back into this shade here. And I'll say one thing I love about shades like this is that you can do 2 eyeshadows and it looks like you have done so much more, does it not? And then I think I may go in with this shade right here and just run that under the brow bone. I always do my eyeshadow before my brows just because I feel like I always get eyeshadow in my eyebrows, and yeah, I do not want that to stick to any eyebrow product I have. It's just not a good look for me, in my opinion. All right, that's it. I'm going to go ahead, catch up the other eye. I'm going to do a good portion of the rest of my makeup, and then we'll be back for the lower lash line. Okay, I'm back. I've got on most of the rest of my makeup, and now we're going to go ahead and finish off the lower lash line. And I'm just going to keep it really simple. I'm going to go in with the shade right here that we used in the crease. just going to go in with a little pencil brush. It's also important to note there is like no kick up with these shadows, so you're not going to be losing a lot of product, which is great since this is pricey. I just love this plummy burgundy type of a shade. I think these shades look so good on brown eyes. And then I'm going to go back into that shade we used on the brow bone, and I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to put that right on the inner corner. This is a very soft shade. It's got a little bit of like a pinkish tint to it, so I really think it lends itself nicely with these cooler tones, whereas this one could be a inner corner for some of the warmer tones in this palette. Alright guys, so that's it. I'm going to go ahead, finish up the other eye, and then we will be back for the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the completed eye look. I almost forgot to go on with this Love and Lust Gloss Duo. I'm not sure if this is still available on Sephora's website, but it definitely is on Pat McGrath's website. And this one has got Flesh Fantasy Lust Gloss and Flesh 6 Lust Gloss. I will say, I get she's trying to be cute, putting these little, you know, accents in the packaging so it looks pretty. To me though, it is super, super annoying. I'm always paranoid it's gonna spill all out. I had to go get some scissors to open this, and by the way, I did go ahead and line my whole entire lips with this House Labs lip liner. This is in the shade Myth. This worked out extremely well. It feels a lot like a MAC lip liner. And here are, these stupid things are sticking to it. The sticker on here. All right, so here they are here, super cute. Not sure, you know, how practical these are. It does say Pat McGrath on there. Very, very cute. I do think these came out around Valentine's Day though, so. Here is the little applicator. All right, so there is the first shade there. And then the second, I definitely think I'm going to go in with the more nudie one, just because I feel like we got a lot going on with the eyes. These definitely feel nice. There's no scent or anything I'm detecting on here. So these are cute. I definitely wouldn't purchase these, but I'm happy I got them as a free gift. Now, the palette. I absolutely love this palette. Something I didn't mention, there are shade names. However, it comes on a little card inside the packaging. That's another reason that I keep this, just so that I do have the shade names. But yeah, I absolutely love this packaging. I love the actual component. Got a nice magnetic closure, nice and weighted. Feels super luxurious whenever you're using this, but it is these special shades that do it for me. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 3 special shades in here, and then you've got beautiful shimmers, and the mattes perform so, so well. Like I said, if you love this color story, then it's worth it. If you are a collector and you just want something luxurious for yourself, it's worth it. It's nice if you want to give somebody a super nice gift that's into makeup. This is a beautiful one. Is it necessary? No, but I do love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to do more looks with this palette. I think combining these two shades would be really fun, just because this one does have like kind of like a purpley type of an accent to it. And then of course like the bronzy shades, and then I think this one and this taupey type of a shade. Absolutely gorgeous, everyday type of colors. I absolutely love it, if you could not tell. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.